Very much for inviting me. I'm so happy to be part of this movement, encouraging people to use information and knowledge to hold those in power accountable. I think movements like this do not only help to unleash a positive social, economic change, but also support change makers to develop ideas for good integrity in their communities. Lack of integrity in any sector or any country leads to corruption and inequality, and this integrity icon, Pakistan, would encourage civil servants in Pakistan to engage in constructive and transparent ways. And I think by creating role models and celebrating honest public officials, we will inspire youth in Pakistan, but also globally, to participate in governance and to develop confidence for a future where all people are safe and have access to basic social needs such as health, water, education, justice, and it will help us leaving no one behind. I'd also like to this opportunity to give a taste of Danish integrity, being the Danish ambassador. So for the 5th year in row, Denmark was #1 as the least corrupt country in the world in the Corruption Perceptions Index by Transparency International. And I mean, I can be happy about that, but I think it's important because we know that less corruption, more welfare, more economic development. So corruption is in the interest of all of us, or non-corruption, zero corruption is in the interest of all of us. Some ideas about how did that happen? Why? Any learnings? Yes, I think. And let me start by disagreeing with Shakespeare that something is not so rotten in the state of Denmark. Like every country, Denmark has its occasional corruption scandals. It happens. But I think what makes them rare is a very strong ethical code for public servants. The enforcement, if something happens, it has consequences. And then a very strong practice of integrity. There's an inclusive political culture and a very high degree of social cohesion. And a sense of public accountability produces good, I think, and better governance. And it strengthens the trust and openness among people. And at the end of the day, civil servants with high ethical standards is key to create more value for citizens, for people. It makes the public administration more efficient in delivering public goods, whether it be clean water, education, safety on the streets, justice, and many more. But it enables us to deliver more value. And I'm a public servant myself, been that for many, many years. Now, as an ambassador, a key task for me is to ensure that the services and the functions of the embassy are carried out completely in accordance with the principles such as equal treatment and non-discrimination. My key leadership principle is integrity, and it's just not talking. I'm being assessed upon that very often, and my staff, my superiors, my senior management, my minister, my client, customers, they are holding me accountable. Regular surveys are carried out about the state of affairs at the embassy. My staff is being asked. Media, Danish media, international media can request access to how I'm handling my cases. And we have a whistleblower mechanism also in place. And then I think what's also important is, again, if I don't comply, it has consequences. It matters. Through the whistleblower mechanism, my staff, but also external partners, can report on criminal offenses, any serious personal conflicts, sexual harassment, if misinformation to citizens. And that's very valuable information, both to hold me accountable, but also for us to improve, allowing us to improve the quality of administration and services. And I think also very important, allowing that or ensuring that offenses, for instance, related to harassment and sexual harassments, do not repeat because they are reported in a safe manner. For a nation to lessen corruption, honesty must be internalized by majority of its citizens. This can be inflected by changes in laws, wealth, democracy, economic freedom, appreciation of diversity and stability. Rottenness in a nation is best avoided if enough individuals, if we have a critical mass of individuals seeing themselves as incorruptible. And I do hope that initiatives like the Integrity Icon Pakistan will do exactly that and support the winners to help build coalitions that push for reforms along with civil society, youth, media and bureaucracy. Is it difficult? No, I don't think, not really. It might take an extra mile. I think at the end of the day, you have a very good sleep. But it's simply just about walking the talk. Also, as was said, in situations where it makes your own life more difficult or when it's not seen. Personally, what I do, I mean, sometimes you have dilemmas and you can be in doubt sometimes. When I'm in doubt, I'm just thinking, what would my dad have said? And then I'm never in doubt. I know what's the right thing, also when it's difficult, also when it's not seen, also when it doesn't suit my own personal interest. So it's about acting in accordance with the values and functions and remembering that, my salary is paid by taxpayers. The taxpayers, the people that, I'm here to serve. So that's also a very, good reminder. Thank you, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
We do have a small memento for you as well. So if we could ask you to come into center stage. Brigadier Saab, could we ask you to come up as well? By the way, I was just told that this is your first public